It's the Refined Reseller. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. Well, summer is more than half over, and so far I have not experienced the summer slowdown. My sales are moving right along, and in this video I'm going to show you some sales that I recently made, so maybe you can look for these items at garage sales and estate sales to sell just like I did, because I know you can find them. So check it out. I have a list of items to show you, including some of those models, those vintage models that I bought at an estate sale, plus some other items as well, so let's go. The first item is this vintage model. I bought a bunch of these at an estate sale. This is the Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's from 1963. It has the box. I mean, it is really cool, and I happen to have two more of these. I put this one on auction, and it ended up selling for $154.48. Next up, I have another model with the box. This is Superman from 1964. All of these models are made by the Aurora company. So if you ever see these, you do need to buy them. This was auction as well, and it ended up selling for $129.99. Then I have this one. This is King Kong from 1964. It only had one bid, and I got $49.99. If you're wondering how much I paid for these, I paid $30 each. So on this one, I really did not make a lot of money. I still think it's pretty cool. If somebody bought this and is going to, redo it, maybe take it apart, take off some of the glue that's been on there for almost 60 years now, and redo it and paint it like it's supposed to be painted, it will be really cool. Here's another one. This is Godzilla, and I do need to tell you that the same person that bought King Kong bought this one, and they paid $79.99 for this one. It's from 1964. As you can see, it's all pink. It has never been painted, but all the guy has to do is go online and see exactly what it's supposed to look like painted, and maybe redo it and make it really look great. I did ask him to send me a picture when he got finished redoing it. And I sold one more. This is the Hunchback of Notre Dame from 1963. There were a couple of issues with it, so I ended up selling it for $39.99, and I really didn't make much money on this one, but I ended up buying 10 of these for $300, and I've almost made all of my money back, or maybe I have, on these 5 items that I just showed you. Next, I sold this Fenton piece for $200. Now, this is a piece that I didn't pay anything for. I went to a garage sale, and a lady probably had about 100 pieces of Fenton. I asked to buy all of them from her, and she did not want to do that, but we talked for a while, and she decided to start letting me sell these. And basically what happens is I list them on eBay, and after I take out the eBay fees, we split the profit, which is what I did on this one. And on this one, the eBay fees were about, let's say, $25. So I ended up making, about $85 on this Fenton piece. And there's 100 that I am going to eventually get from her. Here is a Harry Potter piece. This was actually from the same lady, and this one sold for $175. It is new in the box, and it is from the San Francisco Music Box Company. That's one that I sold, and I also sold this one for $170. This is Gryffindor from the same company, new in the box, and I'm very happy to split the money with the person that allowed me to sell these for her. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, here's one more. It's kind of weird. She had Fenton, she had a bunch of Harry Potter stuff, and she had a bunch of Lord of the Rings stuff. And this is from the Barbie collector. This is a Ken doll. This is actually the second one of these that I have sold, and I got $59.99 for this one. Now, I bought a bunch of toys. I paid $100 for 6 tubs of toys, and I've sold a handful of them. This is the DC Universe Classics Firestorm action figure. It sold for $14.99. Here is Spider-Man 3. I had it listed for $28, and I had it listed for $34.99, and I ended up taking a best offer of $28. Then I sold this one. This is Venom, an action figure from 2008. It sold for $13.90. Action figures are something that I am just now getting into. I am by no means an expert, but at almost every garage sale I go to, if the family has kids, they are selling the toys for peanuts. I mean, I can pick them up for hardly anything, and I am starting to learn about them. And as you can see, I'm making money. This is a Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt from 1999. It sold for $60. I bought about 25 vintage t-shirt shirts at a garage sale. I paid $1 each, and again, this one sold for $60. Here's another one that I bought at that same garage sale. This is from the 1988 Seoul Olympics, and it sold for $25. This is pretty cool. This is a Batman Gotham City 4D puzzle. I had it for quite some time. It is new. It's sealed in the original box. I paid $20 for it. I didn't think I was going to sell it, but you know, you can't give up. You just got to keep it out there. And it did sell for $49.99. Then I saw these 3 bottles. They are empty, but they are perfume bottles. I bought 20 of these at a garage sale, and I paid $1 for each one. I just lotted these 3 together, and they sold for $15. I bought a bunch of rolling pins, some vintage rolling pins. I lotted these together. I put 4 in the lot, and they sold for $21. I bought 12 of them for $10. So as you can see, I've already made my money back, and I have 8 left. I saw this Hank Williams Jr. Living Proof CD collection. I paid $1 for it, and look what it sold for. It sold for $69.99. This is the Hank Williams Jr. recordings from 1963 to 1975. Next, I bought some PC video games. I bought a whole box of them for $8. I think I have about 30 of them. This one right here called Skyrim sold for $29.99. Then I just lotted these 3 together. These are Mystery Masters. It's a total of 60 video games. There are 20 on each game, and they sold for $21.99. Then these are the Sims 3, 5 different video games. I put them together, and they sold for $33. And finally, I sold this lot of 4 books. These are manga books, something I am just starting to sell, but I have sold almost every one that I have bought. I had these listed for $39.99, and they sold for $35. So there you have it, some of my recent summer sales. If your summer sales have slowed down, my advice is to keep working, keep grinding, keep sourcing, keep listing, and it will eventually pick up. Maybe you need to change categories in some of the items that you're selling. Maybe sell some of the items that I recently sold that I showed you in this video. Maybe that will work for you like it worked for me. I really hope you learned something from watching this video. If you did, please take the time to like it, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new video. This is the Refined Reseller saying, as always, do like me, buy low, sell high, good sourcing, good selling, and I'll see you next time.